and welcome to another video on Vedic Maths Techniques. In this particular series of videos, we discuss various tips and tricks to make your calculations faster. This is the 14th video in the series or chapter 14, and in this particular video, we'll try and find out the last two digits when the number ends in 3, 7 or 9 or the base ends in 3, 7 and 9. You have some examples here: 39 to the power of 72, 27 to the power of 58 and 13 to the power of 53. But before we actually go ahead with this, I very strongly recommend that you watch the videos before chapter 14. See, there are videos where we have talked about finding last two digits of numbers ending in 1 and 5. That would be required. There is a video where we talk about finding the last digit. That would be required. There is a video where we talk about how to multiply two-digit numbers. Even that would be required. For this, you can go to our YouTube channel, Unacademy. And oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Ravi Handa, and I run this website called handakafunda.com. Maybe you should check that out as well. But the video part is important. You need to go through the other videos in the series so that you can understand this one. So let's start. I'm assuming that you have seen the videos before this. So for 39 to the power of 72, or for 27 to the power of 58, or for 13 to the power of 53, the first thing that we need to do is we need to convert the last digit to 1. How do we do that? If we square 39, what will we get? If we square 39, we'll get something that ends in 1, and the power from 72 would be reduced to 36. So now our job is finding out what that is. So what is 39 square? For that, you can calculate 39 into 39. 9 into 9 will be the last digit, which will be 1. And then you can cross. 8 is the carry which is generated. So 9 into 3 is 27. 27 plus 27 will be 54. 54 and 8 will be 62. So you get a 2 with carry over 6 and whatever. I don't care about that part. I just know that the last two digits in the square of 39 will be 21, and that is all that I need. Once I have it in the form of 21 to the power of 36, what will be the last two digits of this thing? 1 will be there, and 2 into 6. 2 into 6 is 12, or the last digit of that is 2, which gives me 21, and hence I get my answer as 21 in this case. Let's move on to the next one. 27 to the power of 58. Once again, what we need to do is we need to reduce this to some format where it ends in 1. Would be difficult. Let me just first reduce this to something which ends in 9. Why am I doing that? Because I know that 7 to the power 4 ends in 1. So let me take it to 7 square, which ends in 9 first. What is 27 square? 27 square, I hope you know, is 729. Or I get just 29. I am just bothered with the last two digits. I forget everything else. Power 58 by 2, power will also become 29. Now I can reduce it to something which is ending in 1, but I don't have a power which is even. So I write this as 29 to the power of 28 into 29. And now I try and square of 29. Now what is the square of 29? Square of 29 is 841, but all I need is just 41, the last two digits. The power will become 14. The other 29 can be just carried down. Now what are the last two digits for this part? Apply the rule that we use for 1. 4 into 4 is 16. So I get a 6 here and the obvious 1. Now my question has reduced to finding out the last two digits of 61 into 29, which is not very difficult. 1 into 9 will give us the last digit, which is 9. And how do we do the other part? The cross. 6 into 9 is 54, 54 plus 2 is 56, so I get a 6 here. And my answer comes out as 69. See, these are the tricks that you can use. So what I am fundamentally doing, which I did here, convert it to ending in 1 and then do the rest of the calculation. Convert it to something ending in 1 and then do the rest of the calculation. Exact same thing I'll try to do with 13 to the power of 53. But before that, I need to write it as 13 to the power of 52 into 13, because only then I will be able to reduce it to something which ends in 1. So I don't know how to do this directly. So I square it first. 13 square is 169, which gives me 69 to the power of 26 into 13. Now I don't know what 69 square is, so let me just calculate that. 69 into 69, 1, carry over 8. 6 into 9 is 54. 54 and 54 is 108. 108 and 8 is 116. I want just the last digit. So 61 or the last two digits. 61 are the last two digits of this thing, and it becomes raised to the power of 13 because I have squared it. Into 13 again. Now what do I get here? 6 and 3 is 18. So I get an 8 1 here. 8 1 into 13. So that is what now my problem has reduced to. I need to find out the last two digits of 81 into 13. 8 into 3, 24. 24 and 1 is 25. So I get a 5 as the second last digit. Last digit was 1 into 3 or 3. And hence I get my answer here as 53. Now you might be thinking that I went a little fast. I might have made some mistake. Quite possible. So let's check that as well. So what I've done is I've calculated these answers on a website called Wolfram Alpha. It's a brilliant tool. It's a brilliant website, and I strongly recommend that you guys also use it to check your answers when you are calculating the last two digits. So let's check that. So 39 to the power of 72 mod 100, which will essentially give us the last two digits. In Wolfram Alpha, we are getting the answer as 21. Our answer was also 21, so this is correct. Next one was 27 to the power of 58. For 27 to the power of 58, what are we getting? We are getting 69. What did we calculate it as? We also calculated it as 69, so this is also correct. And the last one that we had was 13 to the power of 53, and we got 53 as the answer. Let's see if the same thing we get from Wolfram Alpha also. Yes, we do get the same thing. 13 to the power 53 gives us 53 as the last two digits. So the technique that we are using here works. Well, it had to work. That's why it is a technique. Once again, I repeat what we did. If your number ends in 3, 7 or 9, you first reduce it to something which ends in 1 and then you calculate. In case of 39 to the power of 72, we reduced it to 21 to the power of 36. For 27 to the power of 58, some portion of it we reduced it to 41 to the power of 14 and got the answer. 13 to the power of 53, we reduced some part of it to 61 to the power of 13, and that led us to the answer. So the key once again is converting them to something which ends in 1 and our job will be done. I hope you learned from this video and you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. Our channel is An Academy. Thank you.